Welcome to Private Money Secrets. I'm Keith Yackey and I'm your host, and all we talk about here is private money, real estate, and some other fun stuff. Grab your favorite beverage. Let's dive in. Hey, it's Keith Yackey here with the Private Money Pro, where we help you raise more money so you can do more deals and enjoy the life that you really want. I want to show you something here from 12 years ago, what my life looked like and what so many other people's lives are looking like right now. And it's actually very, very sad. And I got this insight because I talk with people just about every single day about wanting to take their life to the freedom level that they really want. They want to go from stuck and broke, and they want to become free, and they want to have money. And so as I hear people talk about it, and as I listen to their story, and we all have a story, believe it or not. There's a story you're telling yourself that's actually keeping you here. But let me tell you some things I did that kept me stuck and broke, and then some things I did that allowed me to be free and have some money. Now, when I talk about free, I'm talking about I work for myself. I call my own shots. I work when I come and go as I please, and have plenty of money in the bank account to do what I want. Over here, stuck means I'm typically working for somebody else, stuck in a job, stuck in my life, stuck in a rut, and I'm not really enjoying it. And frankly, being broke just sucks. Like, if anybody says, I'm in business, but I don't really care about the money I get, that let's just cut the bullshit, right? Let's just cut that and say, hey, it feels sucky to be broke, and it feels great to have money, because money really gives you freedom to do what you want. And believe it or not, when people are like, I just wasn't born to be an entrepreneur, I wasn't just born for this, whatever, my opinion is very, very clear on this. Jobs only really came around, pretty recent in mankind's history. Yeah, there's always been apprentices and stuff like that, and field hands and whatever, but back when man didn't have the farming methods and all these other things, what was he expected to do? Go out, kill the buffalo, go out and hunt, or gather. You had to go put in some work to put food into your mouth. So frankly, I believe that mankind is born an entrepreneur and then learns another way to be stuck, broke, settled. But let's get into this real fast. Let me tell you what happened when I first heard about real estate investing. Maybe like you, for me, it was reading the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I was blown away. I'm like, cannot even believe what I'm reading right now. I was blown away by it. And so what did I do? Within that first year, I read 23, we'll just call it Rich Dad, Poor Dad books. I'm like, this one's so amazing. I went and read all 23 of the rest of the series. And I could talk to you about real estate. I could talk to you about asset protection. I could talk to you about a lot of those things. And guess what? I was still stuck, still broke. And I know that if you're watching these videos, you like real estate investing, and you probably have read a lot of the same books. Where else did I go? I went to a seminar. I went to the cheap ones. You're saying, Keith, they all start off with free and then they escalate. Yeah, I get it. I know. But I went to the cheap seminar. Didn't really want to invest in myself that much. And I realized I'm in the exact same spot a year later after reading all these books and going to seminars and not taking action. Didn't take action. Well, what the hell do you expect is going to happen? Nothing's going to change if nothing changes. Let me tell you what happened when I hired my first coach. I hired my first coach within the first 2 years, and it was an expensive coach. Very expensive. And I didn't really have the money. I had to borrow the money to get into it, but I believed in myself. But here's what happened. Within the first 2 years, I flipped 185 properties. $185 properties. You know how many books I read that year? 2. Now, for the record, currently right now, and for probably about the last 10 years, I have read about a book a week, sometimes more, sometimes a little less, but usually more. I love reading books. I absolutely love reading books. But what took me from stuck and broke and reading lots of books, going to seminars and not taking action, because I didn't want to invest in myself, to flipping 185 properties and reading 2 books. You know what I did? I hired a coach. That's it. And if I'm gonna be 100% honest, not even that great of a coach. Some basic baseline principles helped me get through my first couple of flips, and then I really took it to the next level, partnered up with a guy, and we really just took action and went and did the business and ended up becoming up and creating my own system that was really way more advanced than the thing that I had learned. I took action. I hired a coach. I took action. You already know that I believe so deeply in investing in yourself, but I want you to just really consider right now that if you're in this camp, most likely you probably haven't read 23 books. I'm a pretty avid reader and I love this stuff. And maybe you've been to some of the cheap seminars or some of the free stuff and tried to get upsold and you realized it was a bunch of junk or whatever. But until you decide that you're gonna hire somebody to take you to the next level, and guess what? I'm not even saying you have to hire me. Do I think I'm an amazing coach? Do I think my system is above everything else out there? Absolutely. But you might not like the fact that I wear a hat backwards. You might not like that I have tattoos. You might not like the fact that I swear every once in a while. That's okay. We don't have to mix. All I'm telling you is that for you and for your life, you need to hire a coach to help you get here. And guess what? This isn't just my story. Everybody you look up to that is successful, has gone where you want to go, they all had guidance at one point in time. And so therefore, I hired a coach. The biggest delineator right here was simply this. I hired a coach. And I took action. I did exactly what he told me. I didn't know at the time that it wasn't even that great of information, that was pretty basic. But you know what I did? I said, I believe in myself and I'm gonna go forward. And I got a blueprint and I followed it to a T and ended up flipping 185 properties. I only read 2 books that year. You know why? I was actually really, really busy flipping a lot of properties, making a lot of money, setting myself free and setting my future to a whole other thing. So if you're wondering, man, I've read the books, I've done some seminars, I've dibbled and dabbled. Well, dabblers stay broke. People who go all in on themselves, they become free and make money. It's just that simple. All right, so if you're wanting to learn how to raise more private money, go to www.privatemoneypro.com, www.privatemoneypro.com, where I can show you how to be a private money pro. Take care and go rock it.